I'm currently sitting on $100,000 a year, which was our goal for the 12 months. Pretty happy with that.
When I first started this mentorship, I was probably only making like $200 a week. If that, my income's gone to $2,265 a week. Yay.
The reason I opened up my own business was to have better relationships with family and friends, which I have right now. And then financially, that's secondary. Six figures to me is just like, wow, just to hit above that, that's crazy.
$450.
Yep.
And you did that in a week, not including what you're already making.
Yep. I felt actually really accomplished after yesterday, especially. It was good.
In the last 10 weeks, I've done 10,720.
How does that feel? Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
fucking
Give that a
amazing.
clap. Yeah, fuck yeah.
So that's $556 that you've added by being there for how long?
2 days. Oh, it's crazy. All of a sudden, things are just like falling into place. I'm in such a good mental place.
Biggest week financially last week and got 4,993 for the week. So that was cool.
Ooh.
It's like I just got like a 5.5 grand like week, and I was like, oh shit, that looks like a lot of money. I was like, fuck.
July last year, the business revenue was 2,900 a week. From this day, the business revenue is 9,656 a week. Putting in the work and turning up every single week makes a huge difference.
I've already earned more profit than I have a month ago than all last year. The last 6 months would have been 90,000. So I'd be 3,400 a week.
But in terms of like how different it feels, like you make decisions based off a position of scarcity normally. Like I was too scared to increase casual prices and now I have.
I was working just for the gym at $24 an hour and scared to go full time as a personal trainer. Whereas now I've started running my own business. I've reached my client capacity all whilst doing less hours, and just confidence in my personal training as a business. That has been massive for me.
And this has been amazing, helping me build my business from like when I was still working full time to the point where I'm like now able to open a gym. Like, yeah, it's been incredible.
I can hire a subcontractor. We've been talking about having your own facility. It just blew up from there.
I think I was still working full time in July when we started. I quit in September, fully booked with online clients. So wild that now that I'm sitting in Bali, running my own business full time with an employee.
I remember when I was starting as a massage therapist being like, a 10K month would be like the dream. But considering the fact that I can chill and still make 10K working about almost half the hours.
So January 2021 was when I got my very first client and I made $527. But in January 2022, I made 5,764. So that's 10x from one year to the next. So for this year, January 2023, I made over 15K. So that's 30 times more than 2 years before, which is a really cool spot to be.
I was obviously hesitant. It's the biggest, probably, one of the biggest financial commitments I've made to my business and to myself. And like within 3 days, I was sort of like why did I ever even doubt this?
The results that came through was what made me go, yeah, fuck that, I'm signing up again next year. When I started with you, I was really early days, right? Like I didn't have a lot coming through. So it was a bit of an investment, and it was that guarantee, right? Like that you give back if you don't get 2 times return on investment, that you will refund it. And I was like, well, shit, I'm either going to make the 2 times ROI on this and be sweet, or it's not going to work and she's actually going to give me the money back. So it's a no-brainer, right?
Maybe I would have got to where I am today, but it would have been like 5 years as opposed to 1, right? Like, why do I waste 5 years with a whole bunch of mistakes for 20 grand? Like, that just doesn't make sense in my mind.
The last 6 months have been so good. The proof is in the pudding.
We are moving to Bali.
An incredible shift in 3 months.
If I can do it, anyone can.
And now I'm hungry for more.
And I was just like, okay, what's next?
No stopping now.
I wouldn't be where I am without you.
Like it's possible.